and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is definitely more of a personal experience type of video. I'm going to tell you my personal experience buying my first home. It's not so much about the technical side of things, but more about how I felt, what my personal experience was, so on and so forth. So if you're interested in hearing my story, then just keep on watching. I believe I mentioned it in my very first video, what inspired me to kind of take the leap of faith to buy my first home was my sister and how she was able to do it in her early to mid 20s, and I always really respected that, and that what inspired me to get certain things in line so that I was able to do it as well. I found a realtor that I really trusted, and then I also was working with a loan officer that was super easy to talk to, really laid out, you know, kind of the loan process for me, so I really trusted her as well. But I started shopping around late to mid October of 2017, and I knew the exact location I wanted to be in. So with all of those kind of happening, I didn't have that many homes to really choose from during that time. I also didn't really share with a lot of people that I was starting the home buying process, but my first day of actually going to see homes ended up actually being my last day, which is pretty crazy. But I had my Mima join me and my realtor just to have a second pair of eyes that I trusted, that I also knew wasn't going to really have a strong opinion one way or another. So it was just very comforting to have my Mima with me. So like I said, I saw only a few homes, total of 3. One of them, I believe it was the first one we went to, might have been the second. I walked in and I walked right back out. It was a no-go. I thought the ceiling was gonna just collapse on all of us when we were there. But like I said, I only saw 3 homes and it was a bit overwhelming. I felt a little bit like a fish out of water. And as the days went on and I was sleeping things over, I really realized that I really wanted this one home. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in the neighborhood that I wanted to be in, and I wanted to make an offer on it. And it was very nerve-wracking. I kind of talked through what I wanted the offer to be, what made sense time-wise, so on and so forth with my realtor. And I always joke with my sister about this because I decided to make an offer on a home after only seeing 3 houses. And like I said before, everyone's experiences is going to be different. She basically saw over 20 homes before she found the right one. So that's something that we always just kind of joke about, but everybody's experience is going to be different. During the same time is actually when my family went on a camping trip to West Virginia to go whitewater rafting, which I highly suggest. It is so much fun. But where we were camping, I didn't have that great of cell service. We were going through negotiations on the house, and basically I had to give my best and final before I went on the Gauley River, which is very, very nerve-wracking. If at all possible, definitely try to not go whitewater rafting for 8 hours without any cell phone service or anything like that when you're going through negotiations on a house. My adrenaline was coming from every which way, so if possible, just try to not let that happen. Once I got off the river and back to the camp, I immediately found my phone and had a text message from my realtor saying they accepted the final and best offer, which I was so happy about. She sent over all the documentation for me to sign. Come to find out a few weeks later, the home that I had put the offer in and got accepted was actually my brother-in-law's cousin's, which is crazy to think about. No one knew that during the negotiations or weeks after that. My brother-in-law actually had mentioned it when my sister just kind of did a drive-by to show him the actual house that I was under contract with. So I kind of felt like that was a good sign that, you know, this house was truly the right one for me. So that was really cool. Everything was going fairly smoothly with the appraisal, the home inspection, radon, so on and so forth. So several people had actually mentioned to me how calm I had been during this whole time, and that kind of went out the window. Just probably about 2 weeks before closing, I was at home with my parents. I was still living at home during that time, and I was just relaxing on the couch on a random Tuesday, Wednesday night, something like that, and I had my first full-blown anxiety attack. My parents were extremely supportive of this whole home buying process. So once I calmed down, we got in my dad's truck, got my dog with me, and it was like 10 o'clock at night by this time, and we went to the neighborhood that I was soon going to be living in. And we drove by the house, several times actually, and we drove by other areas of the neighborhood, and they just basically said, look how great this neighborhood is, it's very quiet. They really just kind of helped me step back away from the ledge, if you will, and I will forever be grateful for that night and for having them there to just basically have my back. Fast forward about a day or two before my actual closing, I had received my closing disclosures and I knew exactly what I needed to bring for a closing down to the penny. So I went to my bank and I went inside to get my cashier's check, kind of just had a small talk conversation with the teller, and I was basically saying, you know, I need this check, I'm having a closing in the next day or so, I'm very excited, but I'm very nervous, I just feel like I'm going to throw up every day. And he goes, oh, are you pregnant? I was like, no. I was just like, no, I said that because, you know, I said I was anxious and nervous all at the same time. And he was like, oh, okay, you know, my apologies. You just said that you felt like you were going to throw up. I thought you were pregnant. So I just kind of let that roll off my shoulder a little bit, you know, no big deal. And then he immediately asks me, you know, oh, so you're moving in with your husband? And again, I was just like, no, I am actually doing this on my own. I am not married, but thank you for being very intruding. I didn't say that, but I felt very just awkward after that. But basically got my cashier's check, got the heck out of there, and I called my sister and one of my best friends and just kind of told them the story. It was a little funny, but it also was a little bit annoying in the same sense. Basically, if you get anything out of watching this video about my experience, it is that it doesn't matter if you are in your early 20s, if you're in your mid 40s, if you're in your 60s. It doesn't matter if you are a single mom of 2 or a family of 5. You can be married, you can have a life partner, you can be single. Yes, you do have to get certain things in order specifically with your finances, but you're able to be a homeowner. You are 100% able to be a homeowner. There are different types of loans that you can qualify for. Even if right off the bat you're not able to qualify for one, you can take the steps to then be able to down the road. So never think that being a homeowner is completely out of your reach. Move on to the actual day of closing. I was so excited. I basically didn't sleep the night before. I felt like it was Christmas Eve and Christmas Day was closing day. So I went to closing, my parents were there, my realtor, and I basically signed like this many papers. And I was just signing away. It was kind of an out-of-body experience, but I did trust everything that was being said to me. I was told, you know, what to kind of expect anyways. So after I signed everything, the keys were mine and I was officially a homeowner, and I could not be more proud of my choice to become a homeowner. I've had the best experiences in my little home over the past 2 years. I've done some renovations to it. I can link down below the kitchen remodel that I did. Since then, I did add a different light fixture along with changing the light fixture in the dining room. So I'm really making my home my own. And I'm also really excited to see what memories I will continue to make here with family, friends, and with Freckles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, whether you got advice out of it or not, or just pure entertainment. I hope you did truly enjoy it. If you like this type of thing, let me know. I have a few ideas in mind that I would like to do for this channel. As always, if you have anything that you would like to see in the future, please let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.